The Amazing Digital Circus is a dark humour indie animated show created by Gooseworks and produced by Glitch. The fandom obsesses over small hidden details throughout each of the 7 episodes we have, theorising and proving plot points for the upcoming final episodes 8 and 9. However, recently, a brand new trailer has gotten released, and honestly, the fandom is terrified. Today, I'm going to break down my biggest and probably most far-fetched theory I've ever came up with. Queenie will ruin everything. Before we start, if you're unaware, Queenie is described to be Kinga's wife. No, her name is not official yet. Queenie is a nickname given by the fandom since her circus or real-life name has yet to be made official. Queenie refers to her chess piece appearance and is also parallel to Kinga's name. Also, if you don't know me, hi, I'm Maddie. I post Minecraft content on here as well. I have also made another Digital Circus theory video based on episode 6 going on to episode 7, so in case you want to see that, then go ahead. And disclaimer, I am no MatPie, even though somehow he's still making theory videos beyond the grave. But I am a queer, so I guess that helps my case. Anyways, let's dive in. Taking a look at the new trailer, a figure appears next to Kinga, just about in frame. Though the lighting makes the robe look pink, many fans have gone on to prove that this figure is actually Queenie, also known as Kinga's wife, by using her red robe. Queenie was first teased all the way back in the pilot episode when Ragatha, Pomni and Jax were walking down the dorm hallways to find Cosmo's room. They walked past the door with a queen chess piece picture on, with a cross going through it, indicating that she was a past member who has abstracted. Though she wasn't named or directly mentioned, her similarity to Kinga raised a lot of flags, one being that they're both chess pieces, another that they are both wearing coloured robes. It wasn't until episode 3 when her character was verbally introduced. Firstly, Pommi's possessed form says this.
How's your wife, Kinga?
Then, Kinga later on says,
You had a wife? Like, here in this circus?
Yeah. She was funny, creative, really into entomology. I used to hate bugs, but she somehow got me to like them.
In this next clip, he also explains everything he can remember about the day she abstracted.
Right after my wife had abstracted, I don't recall the exact string of events, but we both ended up in the fort together. And it was dark.
There's a few notable details about Queenie's abstracted form. One, her eyes are evenly laid out in rows at the front. In comparison to Cosmo's abstracted form, his eyes are dotted unevenly all around his body. Another is the violent spikes Cosmo had in comparison to Queenie's, which is actually calmed and smoothed out when Kinga touched her. This could show us 2 things. One, that Queenie and Kinga were that close, Kinga could calm her down even when she was on her breaking point. Or 2, that Queenie is different from the other members. As we know, Kinga is one of the oldest members in the circus, which has rooted a lot of ideas that possibly Kinga has something to do with the production and the development of the circus. Glitch and Gooseworks later on tease this in episode 7, when Abel gets introduced, who again was a character theorised to exist from the CNA title. Queenie must have been in the circus for a long time as well if her and Kinga had the time to get married and grow such a strong connection. We are unsure on how much time has passed between her abstraction and the pilot episode, but considering there was no signs of continuous grief from any of the members, it was enough time for them to move on. Either way, Queenie, in my mind, is considered to be another OG. Queenie isn't mentioned again in the show, however, the scene which my theory is based off of can be seen in episode 5, during the
Intermission time.
All of the members are seen with an object above their head. Each one of them falls, injuring or marking another character. All except Kinga, who somehow holds it, basically breaking the rules or what was meant to happen. So instead, Kinga gets thrown back off the chessboard, with a queen chess piece being the one pushing him off. Maybe this has some symbolism of Queenie being the one to pull him down, ruining the plans of Cain that he had laid out, specifically for Kinga. The symbolism of chess appears throughout the series. The circus floor itself even resembles a chessboard. In this metaphor, Kinga represents the king piece and Queenie represents the queen. And in chess, the queen is the most powerful piece on the board. When the queen is removed, the king becomes extremely vulnerable, as shown in the circus from Kinga's rapid mental decline after abstraction, making him prone to any attacks, bullying or deception. If Queen's abstraction was traumatic, it might explain why King's mind seems so fractured. His memories could literally be breaking apart after losing her. The Queen is known to protect or control the board, with again the similarities being the circus floor. Maybe she is the one in the power of the circus. Her absence may actually be what allows Cain to stay in control. If Queenie once held power in the system, her abstraction might have removed the only thing capable of challenging him. This would make sense, as her abstracted form didn't seem erratic or hard to handle unlike Cosmo's. Meaning she didn't go through an insanity phase, her abstraction could have been caused by something else. But why does any of this matter? Sure, all of the chess piece symbolism is important and relevant, but she's abstracted, therefore she's gone forever, right? Wrong! Abstracted characters aren't actually lost. They're kept in a cellar underneath the circus itself, still keeping close contact with the surface. Kane doesn't delete them, therefore they're still in the world. If Queenie abstracted years ago, she could still be down there right now. And if episode 8 brings the characters back to the cellar, Queenie might actually return. We know that Ribbit, a past member who has also been hinted at to play a big role in Jax's lore, has been rumoured to make a return. The similarities between the clip of the trailer and the photo shows a possibility of her and Cosmo, the two abstracted members, to have returned. Many fans think that this will be a flashback episode, which would be likely, but the state which Kinga is found in from the trailer suggests that this is after Queenie has abstracted, which contrasts with her coming to the frame a few seconds later. Okay, sure. All of this evidence that Queenie is important and has a chance of returning is great and all, but what does anything have to do with it ruining the circus, or even Kinga himself? Well, as I mentioned, the intermission clip would prove as a good parallel, yet there's no motive behind it. If Queenie had abstracted to contain the circus and take control over it again, it means she had some sort of power that Kane was afraid of. Kinga already has been seen to be using uncoded details. If him and Queenie was that close, maybe Queenie was the one to teach him this trick. For example, the healing butterfly.
Here, take this.
We don't know much about her character except she was really into entomology. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And actually convinced Kinga to enjoy it himself too.
I used to hate bugs, but she somehow got me to like them.
This combined with Kinga's line,
Man, 7 years of computer science for this, huh?
could lean in further to the developer theory. Maybe they were even married in real life, sharing the studies and passion to build the circus. Queenie would be seen as important to the system. The very same system we see crashing and destroying in the trailer. The same trailer which her launches Queenie's arrival. Okay, so let's put this all together. Queenie was one of the original members of the circus. She had a deep connection with Kinga. Her abstraction form behaved differently from the others, and the chess symbolism throughout the show suggests she may have been the one in power, maybe in power over the entire system. If Queenie really is returning in episode 8, this might not just be a tragic reunion for Kinga. It could be the moment the entire circus collapses. The system glitches in the trailer and all the leaks kind of lead to all of my theories. So maybe Queenie isn't just an ordinary abstracted character. Maybe she's the key to destroying the circus completely. And remember, Queenie isn't lost or deleted. She's just locked away in a cellar right next to the circus. But hey, that's just a theory. Oh, I'm excited to say this line. But hey, that's just a theory. Again!